Hey guys, welcome to Blaugrana. Welcome to another video, and today it's time to talk about Carlos Perez, and it just seemed very fitting that to be the time to talk about another La Masia talent, another player that in my opinion needs to be given minutes next season, that can give us something, that can perform at a good level for us, and that if given chances, who knows where he could end up. Let's just start by saying that Carlos Perez, in my opinion, is not a player that has immense talent or is physically gifted in like a supreme way with amazing play, amazing pace, or like amazing strength or something like that. Like he's not a Griezmann, Dembele, Zlatan Ibrahimovic or something like that. But Carlos Perez, in my opinion, can profile very similarly to the likes of Villa and to the likes of Pedro. Were Villa and Pedro the best players in history of football? Not particularly. Were they really good players in history? Yes. To the point where Villa and Pedro have been probably part of the best forward line that Barcelona has ever had in Messi, Villa and Pedro. Now, am I saying that Carlos Perez is going to start in the near future for Barcelona, that he should be starting for Barcelona in the near future? That is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that he's a player that has good quality. Like he's good ball control, good dribbling. He's pretty decent, pretty good pace actually. A good shot on him. He was really important for Barcelona winning the Youth League, Champions League, and also had good performances and a lot of. He really took the goal on his wing last season for Barca B, as Abel Ruiz didn't score as many goals, and Carlos Perez was the real goal output in that team. Now, with this said, I think that we need to transform Carlos Perez into the next Pedro. He's a player that, by profile, suits our style very well. He's a player that attacks the space, that has good pace, good shot, good dribbling, and that he provides a lot in the pressing. Like he's really good at pressing. It's something that we really need. It's something we desperately need. If I was to profile Carlos Perez right now, similar to another player in world football, I would say that he suits very similarly Irving Lozano. Now, barring the difference, I think Lozano is better. He has much better dribbling in my opinion, and much like he's way faster. But in the profile of player, he's very similar. Like they're both good shot, good dribbling, like I said, good decent amount of pace. They're both attacking the space. They're players that don't want the ball to feet, but the ball to the space. So that's very beneficial for us because the likes of, Messi and Dembele that like to have the ball at feet can have the ball at feet and send the other players to have the ball to attack the space. And I think that's really crucial for Barcelona, because if we've seen our history of the most successful teams in history for Barcelona, let's put our last 4 Champions League wins, let's put it that way. Ronaldinho, he wants the ball to feet. Eto'o and Juli attack the ball to the space. That's one. In the 2008-09 season, Messi wants the ball to feet. Eto'o and Henry attack the ball to the space. If we have the 2010-2011 season, we have Messi as a false 9 with the ball to feet, and Pedro and Villa attacking the space. And the same thing goes with the 2014-2015 season, where we did have Neymar and Suarez in that season. Suarez attacked the ball to the space, Messi asked the ball to feet, and although Neymar did have liberty to have the ball to feet sometimes, attacking the space, he was absolutely superb that season. Like that's probably one of the best seasons that Neymar has given for Barcelona in terms of a collective of what the team needed. That's what he gave us. The best Neymar, for my opinion, was the 16-17 season, where he was a lot more anarchic, but in his play. But that's not what the team needed, and therefore that's how we suffer. It's not a title Neymar, by the way. It's just saying that that's need that we needed. Like Neymar in 2014-15 season, I can sum up his season by that last goal that we scored against Bayern Munich in the first leg of the semi-finals of the Champions League, where Messi had the ball, saw Neymar attacking the space, and delivered the ball to him. That is the clear example of what a player attacking the space needs to do. Open up, give you an option so the player with the ball at his feet can give you that final pass, or a really dangerous pass to score a goal or create a chance. So with all this said and done, Carles Perez suits that profile of player, and we need to start having more of those players, because when you have the likes of Suarez, Messi, and Coutinho, a forward line like that, you start losing on like runners. Like, you basically have no runners, because Sergio Roberto is not really, or Semedo, whoever's playing that right back spot, is not giving you width in that position, because Messi is absorbing all the balls in that area are circulating towards him, and then Suarez doesn't have the stamina or the power anymore to attack the space the same way that he used to. Coutinho is never going to attack the space ever. He doesn't have the pace to do so, and he's not a player. It's not his play style. He's a player that wants, the same as Messi, wants the ball at his feet to do his thing. So basically, our only threat last season was whenever we had Dembele on the pitch, or Malcolm, or Jordi Alba. And I think that a very bad thing for us against Liverpool was not having Malcolm in that game, or not using him, not having Dembele available for that game, and Jordi Alba basically becomes our only threat attacking the space, and that cannot be it. The more that's why I say that if we can have Lionel Messi in the false 9 position and 2 runners, the team can benefit a lot more. And I think the likes of Carles Perez could become that role if we needed him. Like I've said before, our forward line should be Messi, Suarez, Griezmann, and then have Dembele coming up in the either wings, and Griezmann can play and replace Suarez as a substitute in the forward line, or Messi can play on the false 9. And that's what I believe our forward line should be. That's why I think Malcolm and Coutinho should not be in the team, because Coutinho has no space in midfield and no space in the attack, and Malcolm to play 500 minutes again and under 1,000 minutes again, I think it's much worth it to get 40 to 50 million for him and let him go. But let's say you have an injury, or you really need to rest some players in the forward line. You have the likes of Alenya, who can perfectly play in either wing, and he will do a job for you. You have Carles Perez, who is a player that, in my opinion, I am sure of it, that if he's given a chance, at least he will do a job. I'm not saying that he's going to score 10, 15 goals a season and going to give like 10, 15 assists, but he's going to be a player that could give you something. We've seen that he has a good shot, that he has good he's good attacking the space, that he has a good dribble, that he has a personality to be a Barcelona player. Same thing goes with Abel Ruiz. In my opinion, you have Dembele, Griezmann, Suarez, and Messi, and when you need them, you call them from the B team and tell them, hey, you're not playing a B team game this weekend, you're going to play a La Liga game or something like that this weekend, and I'm sure that they will be delighted with the opportunity, instead of having Malcolm and Coutinho, who would not be delighted of playing under 1,000 minutes next season. So instead of having 2 players that are going to be really uncomfortable with their minutes and potentially taking even more minutes from Ousmane Dembele, then you're gonna go from having 3 players that are gonna be not happy with their minutes, and having a Griezmann, Messi, Suarez forward line who's gonna be very anarchic and basically play everything, and you're not giving chances to La Masia. You have 3 players that are really uncomfortable, and potentially your performances are gonna be worse because of it. So half our forwards are gonna play basically everything, and when you need them, call upon Carles Perez and Abel Ruiz. Carles Perez we saw against Vissel Kobe, and even against Chelsea, even though he didn't score, he's shown really good things. And I think that the likes of Carles Perez could be a potential future Pedro for Barcelona. We have talent at La Masia. I don't want to hear that there's no Messi, Suarez. There's no Messi, Xavis, and Iniestas coming through anymore. We don't need Messi, Xavis, and Iniestas. We need whatever the tactical need of the team is. And we have the likes of Ricky Puig, Oriol Busquets, Carles Perez, we've generated Miranda, we've generated Cucurella, we have the likes of Chumi and Cuenca if ever there need be a center back cover, and I'm sure they'll be fine. You have Iñaki Peña, who could perfectly be a backup goalkeeper, the same as Arnau Tenas. So you have options like Collado, Monchu. You have the options. If you're choosing not to use them, that's on you. But we're generating talent that is, okay, it's not going to be world beater talent, but it's going to be talent that's at least good enough to make it to your bench. And if we can save 20 million on each of them, instead of having to buy 20 million players to sit on the bench. I'd much rather have the La Masia players. And I think I'm using Carlos Perez as an example because he's hot right now. He's on good form. Everyone has a look at him, and I think that's good. It's a good opportunity to start using him and give him a chance. I think that he will really play for the team and sacrifice everything, and will give everything of every single minute. Let's give him a chance. Carlos Perez, he can make it at Barcelona. Again, he's a player that can give us a lot, and it's up to us to show him that the road to the first team is a thing, and that he can be maybe a player of Barcelona for the years to come. So with all said and done, leave me your opinions in the comment section below. What do you think about Carlos Perez? Do you think that he should be given an opportunity during this upcoming season? Do you think that he's not ready? Do you think that we need to sign Neymar, or get rid of Coutinho and Malcolm, or keep them, or change things around? Leave me all those opinions in the comment section below. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one, Blaugranas.